Alright. Right, okay. Just gonna wait patiently. They'll come in when they can. Marker. Oh yeah, hold on just a moment. Just need to readjust volume levels so that people can hear me a little bit more clearly. Alright. Back to Ghost Master. We're picking up in Act 2. As you've seen from last time, when we started Act 2, we've been given some additional haunters. Who's ready? Who's ready to meet our new friends? First of all, we have Hypnos here. Not every ghost was once of flesh and blood. Hypnos used to be a dream until the dreamer died whilst sleeping. This is our first Sandman-type ghost. Its fetter is sleeping and bedroom. Originally it used to be beds, but they changed it to bedroom for, I'm assuming, ease of using it. A victim of someone else's death? Yeah. So, like, you can get an idea of what the, Sandman do by looking at their powers. Like, we don't need a second Sandman to compare. Learn the details of a sleeping mortal's subconscious fears, making them known. Makes a group of mortals apprehensive. Learn all the details of a sleeping mortal's fears, making subconscious and conscious fears known. Delusion messes with a mortal's mind and may cause them to become interested in the haunter's feather. So, I guess that's meant to, like, lure people to go sleepy, eepy deepy. Speaking of which, sleep puts a mortal to sleep. Horror reading reveals the conscious fears of a group of mortals. Sleepwalk causes a mortal to sleepwalk, making them oblivious to ghosts. Sandmen may use this to roam. This is going to be important later on. Dream Demon uses what is known of a sleeping mortal's fears to create terrifying nightmares. Psychotic Rage. Mortal suffers extreme madness and becomes angry. Expose Fears reveals all the fears of every mortal present, including their subconscious fears. So, yeah. Sandmen are based around Sleepy Deepy. Honk Shoe. The Honk Shoe class. Got here Buck. Old Man Carter's faithful hound refused to let death separate him from his mortal friend. Similarly, Buck's generous cargo of fleas refused to let death separate them from his matted fur. Buck is a horde type guy, so he has, like, the usual. Something that I've learned about hordes is that mostly like, their swarms hit on different categories of fears. Now, you're not going to be able to tell from Buck, because Clatterclaws and Buck both capitalize on creepy crawly. Like, Scattered Swarm for Clatterclaws and Scattered Swarm for Buck do the same thing. They hit fear of bugs. But we will get up to other Haunters in the Horde category who, they hit different. Rain Dancer we've unlocked through, you know, again, we're mostly sticking to the vanilla buds, like vanilla bubbies. We will get to these wonderful complete edition ghosts, but I'm sticking with what I'm most familiar with for now. We have Quiver. He is the last spook we can unlock. So we get all of our spook flavor ghosts in pretty quick. Quiver is terrified of anything and everything, including itself. But in the same way that it takes a thief to catch a thief, sometimes it takes the scared to scare. So, like other spooks, he's got, like, you know, stuff that just does little prank-type stuff, but he's got Tremor. Because, you know, he's scared, he's shaken. He's got a mix between Strange Vision and Wild Geese, which is Fool's Errand, but for, like, a huge group of people. Insane Invitation. A distant voice calls softly to mentally unhinged mortals, drawing them closer. So, if you have mortals with amounts of madness above 0, it's more effective on them. Dinks gives mortal bad luck temporarily. Gore turns water into blood, or spooky surprise. So, alright, that's 3 of our new dudes, with the rest in the basement. Peculiar. I could have sworn there was more than, like, 3 new guys introduced. Let me just, take a quick look. Just, yeah, just taking a quick look through my own footage. Like a hack fraud that I am. Oh, okay, no, you do only just get 3 guys for Act 2. Huh. Well, those are our guys that we've learned about. We learned about our 3 guys. I did a little bit off-stream. Mostly just, trying to see what I can do about the frame rate. Frame rate should mostly be fixed. So I have a little bit more gold plasm than I ordinarily would. Spasm plasm. Rain Dancer has access to hailstones. Guards the ground with hailstones. Let's get Buck up to the level with Clatterclaws, because we're going to be using Buck a lot. Something that, like, Buck has over Clatterclaws is better inside, outside. For those of you who need to understand what that means, better, yes. You put them down anywhere. Clatterclaws, you're just stuck to inside. But this is made up for by the fact that Buck only has Chase, which affects Hunted Fear. Clatterclaws has access to Arboreal Prison, or Legion. Now, Legion is supposedly gonna hit Creepy Crawly Fear big time. Anyway, trying to decide what I want for next. Moonscream, what do you got? Alright, I'm gonna take Shattered Nerves. Yeah. And, no, not... We're gonna be taking Lucky with us at some point. Not just because she's a good kid. Right? And, yeah, we'll get Fog. So another thing is that, in one of our previous missions, there's some alternate stuff that can happen. It requires a lot of very specific circumstances, but, you know, when I go through the high scares and work on showing off more stuff, I will show that off, but we got 2 choices for missions, and technically I think Deadfellow's here is first, but for narrative purposes, air quotes narrative, let's do the unusual suspects.
The mortals of Gravenville are sorely shaken by your victories. Now you must capitalize on your successes by taking away their sense of security. Hell Street Precinct Station serves much of the city and is a bastion of order and civic duty. The perfect target. Empty it of all mortal presence, and you cannot fail to spread fear into the heart of the city.
It's ACAB time! So, we're gonna take Buck here because, come on, I just went over why Buck is ridiculously good. We are able to bring Hypnos with us, cause someone's gonna be asleep. Someone's gonna hit us with the honk shoe. Take Whirlweird and... You know, Stonewall's not too good of a choice on this level most of the time. Actually, let's see what the recommended team is. So we got Thorn and Smokin' Joe, who, I will not use. Cogjammer, because there's a lot of electrical fetters. Stonewall. Alright, whoever modified the recommended team knew what they were doing. There. Let's get, let's see. Fascinate. Strong interest versus intrigue. So there are restless spirits in this level, obviously. There's gonna be a few ways to handle them. You can do, like, just an inelegant brute force method, or you can do, like, a more subtle one for each. So, clearly here I'm going with sort of brute forcing one, and I'm thinking probably subtle for the other one. Let's get a Wraith here, or no. let's go whirl weird, because there is, in fact, a child present.
Empty Hell Street Precinct Station of all mortal presence.
So starting off, we have a pretty limited amount of plasm to work with, but let's go over our mortals. We got Captain Frank Cervanti, captain of the Hell Street Precinct. Frank spends a great deal of time admiring his bonsai tree. Wonder why that was mentioned. Dedicated and officious desk sergeant of the precinct station, Sergeant Stan Prosky has a recurring dream that he's Christy Howe's father. Or is it Christy Chase? Officer Russo has been working so hard for a promotion that she hasn't slept in days. Okay. Bit of a typo there, but that's fine. We're familiar with Russo. She was present in the Calamityville horror.
You're just Andalite. You've tin Ardle down. Cat Tardle Ard. Run Dark Fanard. Duke B.
Norman Franz has been blocked from entering into the evidence room. Don't know why that is. We're familiar with Norman Franz. Kate Cruz. Officer Cruz generally acts as the radio operator for Hell Street Precinct. Andrew Haid. Officer Haid has been bored stiff during his stint as the officer in charge of the evidence room. Pretty low willpower on some of these cops. Norman Franz, of course, we're familiar with. Nice. Officer Robin Sutton deals with the most of the duties in the processing rooms. Yeah. Dr. Klugman, the station's forensic pathologist. He has dissected too many cadavers to believe that ghosts exist. Well, you better start believing in ghosts, bud.
Excuse me, citizen. Maybe you could help me? Seems that I was set up. The punks I was busting were waiting for me, guns in hand. I reckon their sources on the inside. A cop on the take, you know? I gotta know who it was. I'll bet he's having nightmares of being found out. I wonder how much my life was worth.
So that kind of clues you in on, like, the brute force solution for Blue Murder's, puzzle.
There's a bent cop somewhere in this precinct. Find out who it is, then bring him here.
I think it would be a bit more interesting to show off the different layers of puzzling you can do. Let's learn about Blue Murder. A fan of over-the-top cop movie heroes such as McClane and Riggs, Blue was disappointed to find that she died rather easily when shot with a lethal weapon. Oh, Russo fell asleep for a brief moment. She is our last... Blue Murder is our last apparition. Agent Quinn. Agent is tired of being thought of as riffraff. Any banana eating going on here? Possibly. Ursula Kudrow. Ursula's been called in as a witness.
That is fine, run it.
Yeah, that probably was a Rocky Horror reference. And hey, what's this? Steve Hutz. Steve and his wife are being interviewed about the Calamityville murders. Hey, we're familiar with these two. Diane and her husband are being questioned about the bodies that were found in their house. Carol Ann has accompanied her parents to the police station, and Russo has fallen asleep and woken up.
Supplant Tarsiu. What do Tarsi sin? Or at Aggie C. Or at Aggie C.
Oh, and she's getting some coffee. Julie Woo. Julie keeps a little white rat as a pet. Isn't that nice? Smiley O'Connor, a no-good street punk. Homer Clinton, Homer's partner in crime to Smiley. Cameron Shaft. Cameron is used to being in jail. Ted Gable. The muscular leader of the Alpha Tau fraternity has ended up being bound over in jail for disorderly behavior. Matt Burke has ended up in jail along with his Alpha Tau buddies for disorderly behavior. Their belief is awfully low for people who have been haunted. Obi-Wan Shinobi can scarcely believe he's ended up in jail for the night. Then we got Weasel Stratton again. He's mostly responsible for the incident which got the 4 Alpha Taus in jail for the night. And then we have Dr. Kraus. Investigating the disappearance of Dr. Kraus's wife, aka Moonscream, the police found disturbing experimental equipment hidden in Dr. Kraus's house and arrested him. And next to him, we have...
I never meant to kill no one, but I guess I did, and I guess I deserve the chair because of it. Last one I was. Last to go on this chair before local cops stopped administering the juice. Now I'm stuck here. Got all this power, but nowhere to flow it. I just keep crackling around this old chair. Can't seem to get out.
This
is Electrospasm. He is our second Wraith. And final Wraith. The part of Electrospasm, which was once Harold Smear's murderer, was all but burned up from him upon the electric chair. All that's left is a polite, apologetic spirit of punishment. Now, we could just have him use sparks, but I have a feeling that the chair he is bound to, he's not going to be able to make good use of that. So, we're scaring off everyone, right? And a good way to get started with scaring and a haunting is to scare someone away. Now, let's see. Tremor. We got Flower Power and Tremor from Stonewall here. Let's just bind him in here and get him spooked up. And prepare yourselves.
Banzai discovered, servant to your noble cause, a royal spirit.
Yeah, Oof didn't age so well, but this is Bonsai. Spirit of Bonsai has been nurtured for centuries by generations of Japanese gardeners. He is a philosophical elemental, undaunted by tasks of any size. He knows Quake. This might be important later. Trap freezes immortals' muscles so they cannot move. Twisted vines, creepers. But anyway, yeah, let's get started. Flower power is kicked in. And we've capitalized on some of that. And already our gremlin is ready.
Oh man, how long have I been sitting on that damn chair? All I ever dreamed of was freedom.
And Carolan has already been scared off. Whoops. Real weird is, now a wasted slot. But, you know, it's fine. Because we have an additional thing here. Now that leads us to this. Now, I have a feeling that... Huh. Feeling that we should get our friend Andrew Hade kind of out of the picture. Alright. Pick on Officer Andrew Hade, you may roam. Not use any of your powers if several mortals are present. But do not use any of your powers unless Andrew Hade is present. Oh, Norman Franz! Came in and was disturbed by spooky flowers. Andrew Hade, Andrew, buddy, there is a dog chasing you and you're not phased in the slightest.
Vicky C.
It's a nice day. You've ten ardle dam.
Siplant Tarsi you.
Have a neat day.
You've not all in a dam. You're a day. It's a nice
That
day.
is fine around a tay. Gage bunch a tay.
Fine work day.
We need to scare Hade off, man.
That is fine around a tay.
This guy's as bent as my bullet hole badge. Get him over here!
Aha! We have our culprit.
Miss Tramphead. It's a nice day. We spickled. I'll keep trying to day.
Thumbs rolling down. Refined word, eh?
I'd read you your rights, scumbag, but you ain't got any. Hope the money was worth it, 'cause your soul ain't worth a dime.
And just like that, he has been scared off. Alright. And with that, we can now begin in earnest.
Oh, Rick Fine Morte. It's lunch day. I'll get work day. Gift fun to
Why do the... I don't know.
Refined word, eh? What? Tartle down. Gage bunch a tay.
You're just handle a day.
Gage run tea a tay.
Now these people are all a little bit spread out. Oh, yep. So's on her way to get her coffee.
It's lunch day.
Now, electrospasm has access to surge. Massive power surge causing malfunctions, electrocutions, and blown fuses. Ooh, this might be fun.
It's lunch day.
Dr. Klugman's been chased off.
Oh, Rick Fine Morte.
Crusoe, please. Alright, what was the thing? Vent cameras? None. Sorry.
What do Tarsi seeing? Waste clear cold.
صحني شكل سفاح. Tricks out in half.
Yeah, if you saw that, you'd run off, too. Oh, Obi-Wan Shinobi, bro! You've been scared.
Hogwarts with my workday.
Now, let's get Quake going on. And like that, I've destroyed a few fetters for electric things. Whoops. But it's let our prisoner men out.
Chucksy do X's. Dick Umber Farlaw, Jimba Farlane Ord, Oi Spittle, Oi Spin Marlar!
It seems the professor has an ally.
Oh, what is this we got going on here? Dr. Brunner. Almost nothing is known about this mysterious figure.
You're just athletic.
Restored or Mac.
Spickle tricks Kindlema?
No, just chill cat R.
Amin Oyad.
Ah, damn.
Here, Desolate.
Oh, Smiley, you got dude. Ah, there's an unfortunate side effect to just opening up the bars. Which is that... dudes just leave? Fuck, you're not chasing people enough. Alright, yeah, Homer's out of there. Oh yeah, Andrew Hates out of there. Probably should not have taken Terrorize. I've made mistakes with this setup. It's fine, I will come back later, perhaps on screen or off, and do better. Steve Hutz is, like, not winded. He's not fazed by anything. Here is a fetter for some reason. Oh, there goes Frank. Oh, Steve. And there goes Steve. He heard the cacophony. Boom. So we've got all our guys, no banished haunters, a lot of scares, a lot of shocks and screams. Ooh. But because we are later in the game, we get a bigger payout of gold plasm. Let's get some upgrades. We can upgrade Buck to full. So now that we have both of our wraiths, they obviously have same sort of skill set as gremlins, but they also have access to a few bigger amounts of spook. We have all of our apparitions. Gonna need wild geese. We're taking Lucky with us. Of what else we might need in our upcoming mission. Let's get started on getting some good stuff for Hypnos. And alright then. Let's get hailstones, you never know. Might need it. We have only access to a level 1 thingy. Yeah, let's get some cold on Terrorize. Alright. Good sesh. It's time for our next level, Dead Fellows.
Mortals are such pathetic, amusing creatures that we of the dead rarely feel the need to involve ourselves in their poorly justified beliefs. Unless, of course, those beliefs pertain to our existence. Don Bartholomew, a criminal mortal of some self-importance, has been bad-mouthing the dead, claiming that there ain't no such thing as ghosts. We ask that you persuade him to change his mind.
So, we've seen 2 ghosts in that little opening section, but there's 4. let's take Rain Dancer, Quiver, Lucky. Absolutely, we take Lucky. Let's take Moon Scream for reasons. Buck's probably a good choice. He could go for Who Murders Hidden Maze. It might help. So, this next level.
Don Bartholomew believes there are no ghosts. Prove him wrong. Make him believe.
This level has technically two ways to solve it. Don Bartholomew, a natural gangster, Don Bartholomew cannot forgive his enemies, as he has already killed them. Our objectives are to either get him to flee in terror, or raise his belief up to maximum. Now, you might think that with two kind of radically different outcomes, there would be, like, long-lasting consequences. There aren't. Would have been cool if there were, but... hold on a moment, actually.